what's up guys, it's me, Lex. By the time you guys see this video, it will have already been established which channel it's going on. You guys will already know that Babe and I have started our couples channel, and I intend to start my own YouTube channel. So by the time you guys see this video, obviously you'll know which channel it's on. But hi, I'm Lex. I've been trying to wrap my mind around this situation for like the last week. So I've been trying to get on camera to talk about this situation, but I have not discussed the situation with my wife, because I know her temperament when it comes to me and the boys. She does not take disrespect to me or the boys lightly. So I have not talked to her about it yet. I'm quite sure I will eventually have to, because hold on, sorry guys, had to switch the battery right quick. But I eventually know that I need to discuss it with her, because I did make a Facebook post about it, and she doesn't get on Facebook like that, but I know when she gets on, my status will be the first status that she sees. It just somehow works out like that. I don't know why or how, but as you can see by the title of this video, Family Exposed, when family wants you to be fake, this is my situation. So for the sake of the video, I'm not going to use, well, I really don't care about their privacy, I really don't, but for the sake of this video, I will just use initials. And like I said, I told y'all I have not discussed it with my wife yet, so I am video recording this while she is out. Our oldest son had prom, so she took him to, well, he stayed the night with some friends after prom to do a bonfire or whatever, so she's picking him up, and they have to make a run to our storage unit to put some of our stuff in storage. So hence why I'm doing the video now, because I am home and she's out. But like I said, for the sake of the video, we're going to use initials and not names. I'm not going to even try to come up with different names for everybody, because I'll just confuse myself and in turn confuse you guys. So I'm not sure of your family dynamic, how you all grew up, or whatever the case may be, but I know I'm not the only one where you are closer to one side of your family versus the other. In my case, I am closer, I think I got a cake on my shirt. I'm closer to, sorry y'all, I'm closer to my mother's side of the family, and that is because who's been in my life majority of my life. So I am closer to that side of the family. I will go to bat for any of those people, my aunts, my mom, sisters, my brothers, my grandmother, you know, that's who raised me. So yeah, I will go to bat for any of them. Now on my father's side of the family, I have a select few that I deal with, and that's that select few, and I can honestly say it is kind of ridiculous, but I can count on one hand. Well, I'm gonna just say the number. It ain't but 2 people that I really deal with on that side of the family. And if you guys paid attention, or if you've been following us for a long time, you know one of my cousins came over for Thanksgiving one year, her and her wife and their child. And the other cousin, we haven't been able to feature him in any of our videos yet. Notice I said yet, but that will be coming. But it's only those 2 that I deal with, and that I feel like if it came down to it, I will go to war for them. So that being said, my dad, I don't have a relationship with him. He may call every now and again, or I may call. Oh, I chipped my nail. I will call. If I don't get an answer, then that just cuts that off. I'm not going to keep continuing to call. Phone works both ways. We're both on Facebook. So be it. So he has a total of, I can't count in my head right now. He has 2 sisters, 2 brothers, and himself. Well, one of his brothers passed away in 2001, and that brother, the cousin that I just told you guys about that came down with her wife and their baby, that was her dad. So he has a total of now alive now. Well, I can't even say that. Let's just say for the sake, okay, he has 2 brothers and 2 sisters. Okay, one brother passed away in 2001. The other brother just recently passed away, which is why I'm getting into this video. So he has 2 sisters. One of the sisters has younger children. And yeah, she has younger children. His other sister has adult children. Okay, so my dad calls me on Thursday, and when he does call, he does not call this early. So this is really distracting me and it's really irking me. So when he called me at 7 o'clock in the morning, and he called me back to back, y'all know 7 o'clock in the morning we're getting ready for work and school. So when he called me, I knew that something was wrong. Well, this particular day we weren't getting ready for, well, I wasn't getting ready for work and school because our youngest one was sick with strep throat, and I think he had a kind of a stomach virus because he couldn't keep nothing down. So I had to miss a day of work. You all know that I have just started a job. I have not accumulated any time yet, and I am in training for 14 weeks. So it is very frowned upon that you miss a day of work, but in my situation or anybody else's situation, I had to, because y'all know what babe does for a profession, and her duties were, I would say, in my sense, I would say they were more important than my duties, because I'm just in training. So right now they're just giving me busy work, where her, excuse me, she actually had to hit the ground running that day with court appointments, finding placement, all of this stuff. So when she woke up that morning to go check on him, well, get him ready for school, she got him up and he had a temperature of 103 point something. So she came in here and she was all frantic, and she was like, babe, can you stay home with Jaden and possibly make him an appointment to either get him seen to his pediatrician or take him to urgent care, whatever you have to do, but he has a temperature, he cannot go to school. So, and she did tell me that, you know, she could not miss work for the sake of what I just told you. She had court dates. Well, she had two or three court appearances that day, and she had to find placement for 2 other kids, 1 or 2, emergency placement. So she couldn't miss work, which is understandable. Right now I am in training, and in between training they do have us doing, I guess, what you would call backup work, like trying to get caught up. So I told her, okay, I would miss that day or whatever. Yeah, I've been staying over, you know, I've been staying over anyway during the week. So I'm quite sure I could easily make up those hours with the amount of time that I stay over. So that takes care of the whole why I stay home, baby didn't stay home. So going back to Thursday morning when my dad called me at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I knew that something was wrong. 1, because it was 7 o'clock in the morning. 2, because he called back to back. So I missed the first call because babe and I were discussing what needed to be done. So I did miss that first call, and in the process of me calling him back, he called me back. So I was able to pick up that phone call, and prior to me picking up the phone call, he had already left a message telling me what happened, which was his brother, my uncle, passed away that morning. So I listened to the message before I actually called him back, so I already knew what happened prior to me talking to him. And he was like, when I answered the call, he was like, your uncle passed away this morning, I'm not sure of the details, but your uncle passed away, and his son and mama and them are on the way down there this morning. So I was like, okay, he asked me, are you gonna come down or whatever and visit? Excuse me, y'all. So I told him, well, he was like, well, you know, we moved or whatever. How am I supposed to know this when I don't talk to you? So no, I did not know y'all moved. But of course, okay, you moved. So I told him, I said, well, text me the address. More than likely I will probably try to come down Saturday or Sunday. Now, Saturday, the last 2 Saturdays, we've had mandatory overtime. So I know Saturday was a no-go. Sunday I was going to try to go down. Mind you, everybody in my household has been sick that week. Jaden, it started off with Jaden. I ended up getting sick that weekend, that Sunday. Well, it started Saturday night. I had a headache that I couldn't get rid of, and my stomach was doing funny things. So I was not about to go around anybody sick, not knowing what was going on with me. And so me not knowing anything that's going on, my cousin calls me Sunday. Mind you, this happened Thursday. So my cousin, he didn't call me, he texted me Sunday, and he was like, are you gonna come to, oh wow, he was like, are you gonna come to, sorry y'all watching Law and Order SVU, y'all know Saturday and Sunday and Wednesday are my Law and Order days. But he texted me, he was like, hey cuz, are you coming to the funeral? I was like, well, I haven't gotten any details of the arrangements. I haven't spoken to anyone. And he was like, well, I thought your dad was keeping you in the loop. I'll get on him, but the funeral, or what we call it, homegoing celebration, he was like, that is going, I set it for Tuesday at 11. So I was like, okay. I told him, I was like, well, I will talk to, you know, I explained the situation to him, and I told him that I am new on the job. I may not be able to come to the services, but I will speak with my supervisor about it. Spoke come Monday morning. Well, let's go back to Sunday. Now, after I got the arrangements, I attempted to call my father 3 times on Sunday. 3. Totaled up 3 times. They weren't back to back. They were spaced out. I would say maybe an hour and a half between each call. I didn't get an answer on any of those calls, so I just stopped trying. Hence I say phone works both ways. I'm not gonna try but so many times. So I did not get an answer. So Monday rolls around, and I'm there before my supervisor got there. So she had already sent out an email. I guess she works she has her work email set up on her phone. She had already sent out an email, and that was the first email that I saw, that Tuesday morning was our corporate training. So I already knew when I saw that email that I wasn't going to be able to go to the services. Me getting off at 5:30-ish, you know, if you are an African American family, I'm not sure how the Caucasian side of our family works, but for African American families, we have a wake the day prior to the services. So the wake was from 4 to 6, 2 to 6 or something like that. Either way, it was over at 6. I don't get off until, I get off at 4:30, but I told you guys that I was staying over. So I technically didn't get off until 5, and I walked out of the building at 5:15. I knew that I was not going to be able to get to my hometown in 30 minutes. I stayed an hour and some change away. So I knew I was not going to get there in time to the wake. And preferably, if I had to choose between the two, the wake or the funeral, I would have chosen just to go to the funeral. Y'all, well, I don't do funerals at all. But if I have to see you the day before, then I'm not going to go to the services. I'm not going to do that. But preferably, I would have gone to the funeral to be there for my cousin, which is the one I told you guys. It's only 2 that I'm close to. So I would have gone to show support to him, because that is his father, and I am close to him. So scratch all of that out. We're going on to the next day. The next day, which is a Wednesday, they had services on Tuesday. Excuse me. The next day, Wednesday, is my dad's parents' wedding anniversary. Their 54th wedding anniversary. So I see the pictures or whatever. I don't know, did I tell you guys that I told you guys I called him 3 times on Sunday. I called him again on Monday on my lunch break, and I still did not get an answer. I went on lunch at 12 o'clock, still didn't get no answer. So I said, that's it, I'm not gonna do this no more. So I left it at that. I forgot, I left that little tad bit out. So that was a total of 4 times. So back to Wednesday, my dad's parents' anniversary or whatever. So their anniversary is their 54th anniversary. My aunt, which is my daddy's sister, for the sake of this, we're going to use her initial, which is E. She posts, I don't know what's up with Facebook's updates or whatever, but anytime you post a group of pictures and a video, they put it all together. So she posted a lot of pictures from their anniversary. I guess they all pitched in and got a kind of a steak dinner or something, a gift, a card, and some type of cake, and set them up in their little living room or whatever so that they can have dinner for 2. So they took pictures of that and they did a video. So going back to Facebook, I don't check my Facebook messages for the simple fact that it's just a bunch of chain messages. People will say open this, open me, open it. I just don't check it. I will click on the icon that will take you to the Facebook messages, and then I'll refresh it so that that notification is not still on when I go on my Facebook homepage. I don't have the app, I just go through the internet. So I went on Facebook, hence that's how I saw the pictures. I saw the icon, I clicked on it, and I saw that E left me a message. Mind you, I thought it was a chain message, so I did what I normally do, clicked on it, clicked on the icon, refreshed it, and went back to my Facebook homepage so that the notification would be gone. So after I noticed she left me a message, I didn't read it because I thought it was a chain message. So I commented on the pictures and the little album that she posted of their anniversary, and I just simply said, and I was like, oh, that's sweet, happy anniversary or whatever. So she sends a comment back. Well, on the comments, you can if somebody leaves a comment on your comment, you can react to it whatever way you want to react. So she reacted with an angry face, and then she commented and was like, girl, bye, I'm not gonna do the Facebook drama with you. You have the nerve to say happy anniversary, but you couldn't even send your condolences, and nobody's gonna disrespect my parents. Okay, so my other aunt, her initial is S, she has a daughter with the initial of J. Mind you, I've been friends with J on Facebook for quite some time. She's been leaving statuses, pictures, and all that. I will comment, I will like, I will whatever, and I've been trying to establish a relationship with her. A no-go. So the other daughter starts with the C. She's now a minister. My wife and I have been together almost 5 years. I haven't spoken to her since she got in my Facebook, inboxed me on Facebook, basically was like, what I saw when I was little is probably had an impact on my decisions now, basically condemning me to hell, basically, because I'm a lesbian. But her mother is whatever, once you gay, you always gay. That's how I see it. So she basically said that me seeing her mother being a lesbian was an impact on me being a lesbian. But sorry to say that I've always been gay. It's not been me seeing somebody being gay. You can't see somebody being gay and say, oh, I want to be gay. No, it doesn't work like that. I've always been gay before your mother even came out. So yeah, so I haven't talked to that daughter since then, but I was trying to establish a relationship with the other daughter. That was a no-go. But back to that daughter, she comments on the comment that was to me that says that they weren't gonna do drama with me, and she was like, just basically saying so true or whatever. So me being me, I just erased. Everybody else was saying happy anniversary on a happy note. I didn't want to be the one to bring down the morale of the status, so I erased my status or my comment on that. Something just told me to go read your Facebook message. So I went to go read the Facebook message that was left to me, and it says, this has me feeling, this is the message that E left me. This has me feeling some type of way. I understand that you can't come to everything, but you couldn't even give your condolences to your grandparents, but you are so-called Christian and you so-called go to church, but I'm not the one that you have to answer to. Pause. I don't even know how to say it. I felt like that was a jab to my mother's side of the family and the younger side of me, because my mother's side of the family, yes, my grandmother that raised me, yes, she is a church person. The Bible is her and my aunt, they are the church people. And the younger me, I had no choice. I was in church every Sunday. Every service that they had, I was there. So I felt like that was a jab at them, and like I said, the younger side of me, because the adult side of me do not claim to be holier than thou. Okay, I do go to church, but we are in the process, my wife, my family, and I are in the process of finding a church. We have not found a church where we can be ourselves and serve. And no, we're not going to just go to a gay church. So I have not claimed on any of my statuses on Facebook that I am holier than thou. I go to church every Sunday. Whatever you were trying to imply in that message. Like I said, it was a jab to that side of my mother's side of the family, and it was a jab at the younger side of me. So mind you, let's rewind. Mind you, I told you I don't talk to any of these people on that side of the family. Nobody. The only connection that I have to that side of the family is my dad. Let's go back to me calling him 3 times on Sunday and again on Monday with no answer. So you can't tell me that I didn't attempt to speak to anybody over there, because he's the only link that I have. Okay, so she responded back after I left that message, and I told her that I did call your brother 3 times, and I called him 1 time on Monday on my lunch break, and I did not get an answer. So she responds, I didn't even read the whole message. You know how like when you click on the icon, it'll give you the first portion of the message. The first portion was, but you're on Facebook, and I just didn't open the message. I just deleted it. But even if I was on Facebook, again, I don't talk to anybody on that side of the family. My main concern was my uncle's son, and I was communicating with him. That was my main concern. Anybody else, I really didn't have too much to say. Like, I'm not gonna be fake. Y'all want, because somebody died, you want me to kiss somebody's ass, and that's not the case. We don't talk on a regular. We not gonna talk when somebody die. My point is, I did attempt to call just to check on everybody, but I didn't get an answer. And even if I am on Facebook, what does that have to do with you? If you are grieving, 1, 2, you're supposed to be surrounded by family and enjoying your family. Who is going to check their Facebook? Even if you check it, even if I was to send a message and say, hey, you, give me a call, this is my phone number. Even if you were to check it, you weren't going to check it till probably later on in the day, 2 or 3 days later. So who is going to communicate through Facebook when I have a link where I can call or text? That's easier than leaving a message on Facebook. But this is going to be the only time that I speak negative on anything on this channel, whatever channel is going on. But I just had to get it out, because family can be some of the fakest people that you have. My wife always says, blood does not make you family. And I am closer to people that are not blood. And that is something ridiculous. But like I said, I have not talked to my wife about this, because I know if I had said something, she would have been ready to squad up. Her and her sisters would have been ready to drive. And it's not even that serious. Well, I'm not going to say it's not that serious, but no. We got too much going on, and we got too much going on to stoop down to these people level. And I'm going to say this to say this. I'm close to who I'm close to. I checked on who I check on. And that's my... Hello? Hello? Hey, hold on, okay? So, yeah, y'all, we do have a house phone for the sake of the churn. Everybody in the house got cell phones, but we got a house phone too. But I'm going to end this video here. Like I said, this will be the only negative thing that's on this channel, because we are some positive people. We may have some negative experiences, but we're not going to bring that to y'all. So y'all have a good day, and I'll see y'all in the next video.